All right, on to hole 6. Pretty easy par 3. Definitely some trouble if you make it. The safest way, just kind of almost default aim, just go a little lower. This is a sapphire, and just kind of go for just left of those rocks there. And not going to be any trouble over here, and you're going to have a pretty easy shot at birdie. Usually leaves you around 60 feet or so, just like that. So that's the safest way. If you want to take a little bit of the edge off and try to get a little closer, you can aim up a little bit or kind of just keep it at default instead of aiming lower. That way it takes some distance off, but you're risking these trees here. So that worked out really well, which oftentimes it does, but sometimes you can skip off those trees into the water. So a little bit more risky, but still pretty safe, just to cut a little bit of the distance off. You can also go forehand, but if you do that, you're going to have to take more disc than the sapphire. This is the accurate roll, so if you have the glide, if you have the accurate glide sapphire, it'll make it. But I carry the PD, the Beast, in my bag, and if I'm going forehand route, which I don't go often, but sometimes I will, it's kind of a safe bid, but you need a good wind to get there. But it'll have enough distance to carry the water. I almost skipped up and in. I'm going to throw that one more time just to show you, if you do go forehand, it's kind of more safe, because if you miss the basket, it's kind of going past it to the right, versus if you're going backhand at the basket, then there's a lot more trouble if you go long or miss it. So there you go. I missed it right, and it's still going to end up right about where my first shot was. So pretty safe. It's just hard to get it there on a forehand unless you have more disc. I'm sure the Accurate Glide Sapphire is probably a great forehand disc there. But this is the Accurate Roll Sapphire on a backhand. It's a great disc for an ace line. Just put that middle chevron down on the basket, and this is too far left, so you can see the, oh, thought I was going to stop for me. The trouble there, the boat, the rock, or if you just miss everything, it's going to go far deep left into the water. But it's actually a pretty good ace line, and I've gotten pretty decent at it to where I feel confident throwing it sometimes during a regular round. Especially with the roll feature, it's gonna, even if I miss, it'll stop or hit the boat or stay safe for me to get the birdie. This one wind is like the perfect wind, so that middle chevron right there on the basket, maybe like cut half a disc off on the anhyzer, and this is looking good. Drop in. Oh, there you go. Didn't take me too long. So I really like that backhand route. We'll try it for back-to-back, see if we can get it. Lots of different ways to play this hole. Definitely don't want anything worse than a birdie, but it is very aceable, and I'm sure most of the better players are running this almost every time. I'd be curious to know, those of you that have the Accurate Glide Sapphire, if you're running this on a forehand or if it just doesn't have enough distance. I wonder if it has enough distance, because that would be a nice run on a forehand. But anyway, appreciate you watching. Let's move on to the next hole. Thanks for watching me play some DGV.